Hello students, welcome to computer class. Today we are going to read chapter number 4, working in Ubuntu. So let us start. Children, who takes care of all household jobs at your home? Yes, you have guessed it right. Your parents look after the entire household work in such a manner that you don't have to worry. It is because they run the house with a system. Suppose your parents are away and you have to manage the house. You will surely find it difficult to manage the daily course of a house and will find yourself in a mess. Now, here they are saying that they are asking who is managing everything at your home. Obviously your parents, right? And they are managing it very easily because they are managing it in a system, right? So if they gave you this responsibility to manage everything, is it possible for you to manage? No, you will find it difficult, right? In the same way, a computer has a special set of programs which manages all the jobs of a computer and makes it run. This is known as operating system. It acts as a medium between a user and the computer hardware. Now, same way in the computer system, there is a program called operating system which manages everything in your computer. All the jobs related to computer and make your computer run. It is all possible through the help of operating system. Now, operating system is a medium by which we can interact with computer hardwares and computer interact with us. This is due to the help of operating system. An operating system is the first software that gets loaded into the computer memory when we turn the machine on. This process is called booting. Now, operating system is the first software that loads into the computer memory when we start a computer. And the whole process, this process is called booting. Now let us learn about Linux. Linux is operating system that is available free of cost. Now Linux is also an operating system which is free of cost. You don't have to pay to buy this Linux operating system. You can easily download it from internet. It was developed by Linus Torvalds on 5th October 1991. In October 1991, Linus Torvald developed it. Linux has become most popular alternative to other costly operating system due to the reason given below. Now Linux has become very popular these days, and why? There are three reasons. There are so many reasons. Here they have mentioned three main reasons. First is Linux is freely available. Freely you can download it from the internet, right? It is easy to use and operate. It is very easy to understand, right? And easy to use and operate, right? It allows user to work on many programs at the same time. At one time you can use many programs in Linux. It is a multi-user system, which means multiple user can access system resources like memory, RAM and application programs at the same time. It means at the same time many user can also access this system resource. Popular Linux distribution are Debian, Ubuntu, Fedora, Linux Mint and Arch Mint. In this chapter, you will learn about Edubuntu. Now in this chapter we will learn about Edubuntu in detail. Now let us learn about the components of Edubuntu. First is desktop. When we switch on a computer, Edubuntu starts. The first screen that appears covering the entire screen with two bars, one on the top and other on its left, is called desktop. The image in the background is called the desktop wallpaper. The small labeled pictures or symbols present on the desktop are called icons. These icons are used to open specific programs or documents. Now see, this is the first screen when we switch on our computer, and this is a desktop. Okay, we call it desktop. And these are icons. This is trash, in which all the deleted files go, and then it is dash box. Here when we click on the dash box, a search box opens and you can search any file, any document from that search box, and also the applications. And this is launcher bar. This is menu bar. Indicator area. In the indicator area there is speaker, the time, battery also, right? So this is all about desktop. Next is menu bar. This is menu bar. Now we are going to read about menu bar. Menu bar is a long horizontal bar located at the top of the desktop. It includes common functions used in Ubuntu. Now menu bar is the top bar of the desktop, horizontal bar, and it includes most commonly used the programs which are commonly we use commonly, most usually we use it, that is on the menu bar. Next is indicator area. Now this is indicator area. Now here on the right side of the menu bar lies the indicator area, which shows clock, calendar, speaker, volume, etc. Okay. Next is launcher, the launcher. Now this is launcher bar. Okay. Launcher is a vertical bar on the left side of the desktop. Here you can add commonly used programs which can be opened easily whenever required. The trash at the bottom stores the deleted files. The launcher also shows the application icons that are currently running on your computer. Now in the launcher bar most commonly used programs are there, and also the program which you are working on is also on this launcher bar. And at last there is a trash box. In this trash box, when you delete a file from your computer, it comes here in the trash. Next is the dash. It is the topmost icon in the launcher and has Ubuntu logo on it. Its function is similar to start menu of Windows. When you click on the dash icon, a window opens towards its right. This window has a search bar at the top and the icon of the recently used application files and downloaded items at the bottom. Now see, they have clicked on dash box and you can see here a search box, right? From this search box you can search any file, any application, and these are the applications coming displaying on the screen which are already downloaded on your computer. Next is opening a program. How you can open a program? click on the dash icon. First you will click on the dash icon on the launcher. Select the lens from the bottom of the dash box. Now after writing any file's name on this search bar, you will click this search icon, right? And all the related files will display here. From that file you can double click and install if the file is new and not downloaded on your computer. If it is already downloaded, you can use it. Next is customizing the launcher. You can also customize the launcher. How? Let us see. Let us learn how to customize the launcher in different ways. Changing the size of the launcher icon. Now how you can change the size of the launcher? You can also change the size of the application icon that is placed on the launcher. Click on the system setting. Click on the system setting icon on the launcher. Two ways are there. One, you can click on dash box and write here system launcher icon will come there, and you can click there and do the changes according to you. Otherwise, you can click on this indicator area. There is this system setting option. You can click here, and in the pop-up options there will be some setting options, and you can do the setting from that options. Now here, after clicking on the system setting, we have click on appearance, means the background of the desktop. As we have seen here, the background of the desktop is this screen, this picture, right? So if we want to change this picture, what we will do? Click on appearance option after clicking on system setting button, right? Then this window will open. Now here you will click on look option, not on behavior option. Okay, we will click on look option, and after clicking it, we will choose any picture. You can choose any picture from these pictures, right? And after clicking it, you can change the size. You can change the increase and decrease size from the launcher icon size, and that's it. After this, the wallpaper of your desktop will change automatically. Okay, now next is selecting an icon and deselecting an icon. For example, I want to select this Tux Paint icon. I will just click on this icon once with mouse button, with left mouse button, right? And it will become this, like this, orange. It means it is selected, right? And then if I have selected the Tux Paint icon, now I want to deselect it. What I will do, as you can see the blank space here, you can click on this blank space once with left mouse button, and this will deselect. Next is selecting adjacent icon and selecting non-adjacent icons. Now here, adjacent icons are like if we want to select this line and this line. If we want to select icons like this, what we will do, we will click on shift key on the keyboard and then drag the left mouse, click on the left mouse button and drag our mouse towards the right side. and these two lines will be selected. And if we want to select non-adjacent icon, now non-adjacent icon means this icon and this icon and this, means randomly we want to select the icon, then we will use the control key from the keyboard. And once we will click on tux paint, right, and all the icons which we want to select, but with the help of control key from the keyboard. Next is arranging the desktop icon. Now here you can see in first picture the icons are not aligned, not in a proper line, right? So if we want to make these icon in a proper line, right, so what we will do, we will right click the mouse button and these options will come, and here you can see keep aligned option. Click on keep aligned option, right, and your desktop icons will be arranged systematically like this. This is called arrangement of icons on the desktop. Now next is organizing the desktop icons. Now if we want to organize our desktop according to the name, right, so what we will do, again same, we will right click the mouse button, okay. Now see here in the mouse, this is left mouse button and this is right mouse button, okay. Mostly we use left mouse button, but if we want to uh, see the options, properties options of the computer or desktop, we use right mouse button, okay. So here we will click on right mouse button and there will be a option organize desktop by name. Just click on it and the icons will be arranged according to the name. The icons will be arranged in alphabetical order, means first A icons name which are starting from A, then B, C, okay, according to alphabetical order. Then there is deleting an icon. How we can delete an icon from the desktop? What you can do here, just click on the icon. For example, we want to delete this icon, this folder. Just click on it and click on delete key, okay. Select the icon, just click on left click on this folder and click on delete key. Otherwise you can right click on the mouse button and then there is an option move to trash, means move this icon to the trash. Trash is the file where all the deleted files comes, right? So we will move this icon to the trash. So right click the mouse and click on move to trash, then it will go in trash. As you can see here, this is trash. We have deleted this icon and it has come in trash box, right? Next is changing the desktop background. Now how you can change the background of the desktop? Right click the mouse button and there is change desktop background. Right click the mouse button, there is change desktop background option. Just click on it. Again this screen will come. Choose a picture and then click on close button and the desktop picture will be changed. Then there is shutdown. How you will shut down the computer? If you have installed Ubuntu in your computer, Linux in your computer, so shutting down, just click on the system setting. Just click on the system setting option, which is at last the star sign, right? So at last there is shutdown option, just click on it and then you will have this screen. Just click on shutdown button and your computer will shut down slowly. Okay, so that's all in this chapter. We will also do all these operations practically. I will send you the videos of that. So till then, thank you, have a nice day.